Alright, what's good, y'all? I'm gonna be going over the top 10 power forwards that are currently in the game right now. This is a very stacked position as well. The center list is very, very mid, so a lot of these guys I'm probably just gonna throw on the center list, but these are guys that I would run up to 4. So yeah. Now, guys that I'm not gonna have on this list, just checking if I'm here. Okay, guys I'm not gonna have on this list. I'm not gonna have Giannis on this list because I play Giannis at the 4, or I'm at the 3. LeBron. Julius Randle, Adam Morrison, basically any of those guys that are they're small forwards, they're not power forwards, even if they have power forward eligibility or if they are main power forward. Now, I'm just gonna talk about guys that we are not gonna have even in the honorable mentions. We got Dark Matter Jokic. He is not on this list, not even in the top 13. We got Evan Mobley, an underrated opal that came out that I actually really like. He's not gonna be on this list only for the fact is his jump shot is a little baited. If this was on very quick, he would be on this list. But altogether, if you have this card unsellable or whatever, he can run. He is a very, very good card. Any of the Anthony Davises, they do not play in the top 10. You can say he's in the top 10, and I won't argue with you. But it's just the normal timing on his shot and him being 6'10". And also, he gets injured so much. Like I don't know what it is with this dude, but he gets injured in game all the time. And then one underrated guy that people are spending so much MT on is this LaMarcus Aldridge. He is, I like this card a lot too, but he's just missing a lot of defensive badges and just badges all around, and he's not the greatest defensively, so, and he only has normal timing, so that's why he's not in the top 13. 13th best power forward in the game is Kevin Garnett. Literally, this card would be so much better if he had a better jump shot or even had very quick. He has normal timing. He can't dribble. Stat and badge wise, he's like, well, you need to add some shooting badges to him, but he's basically like perfect. Hot zones everywhere. I want this card to be better. I love using Kevin Garnett in every year in my team and just in general. Waste to MT. Like, I would love to have him being great in this game and run him, but his jump shot's too slow, and he just can't dribble either, which, I mean, you're not going to dribble your power forward often anyways. Tim Duncan, he's number 12. I really, really do like this card, and some of y'all are probably going to get mad that I even put him over, like, Jokic or even AD. I mean, he's lacking some playmaking and shooting badges, and he's lacking pick dodger, but stat-wise, he's really, really good. He has a really good player model. His jump shot's easy as hell. It's on normal timing, but whenever he gets a new card where he does get like quick or very quick, he's gonna be ridiculous. Now we're probably gonna get Patty Duncan as the next Duncan Tim Duncan card we get. It's probably just gonna be Patty Duncan. But he also can't dribble, but he's just a little bit better than Tim Duncan. Just can actually get a shot off. I mean, or better than Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett has the better stats and badges, but Kevin Garnett can at least get a shot off. Number 11. I got a guy that doesn't really play defense as well as other guys, but offensively he is so good and he has the height. And y'all are going to realize height is one of the most important things when it comes to this position. Again, offensively, I mean, he's ridiculous. He can even, I think he can dribble a little bit too. It's literally just the fact that he has not much defense, and that's why he's not in the top 10. Give him some defensive badges, a little bit better defense, a little bit better agility, and make him come with these dribbling badges, and he is the top 10. But either way, offensively, this card is ridiculous, and he isn't bad. He's just not in the top 10 for me. My 10th spot, I got Yi. I don't love this card. Even when he came out, I didn't think he was amazing, but he is a good card. Again, height, it matters. The game's meta is literally triple bigs, where you run 2 7-footers, and y'all are going to see that. Because some of these guys that are below, like, I'll talk about that after, but no, I got Yi here. He's just a little mid. Like, he has 85 speed, which is a little slow, but it's not super slow. He can shoot better than a lot of the other guys ahead of him. It is normal timing, but his jump shot is really good. He can't dribble either, but again, you're not really going to dribble your power forwards anyways. But he's just, like, really another offensive power forward that just is lacking some defense, and just he's a little slow, and he doesn't get a lot of crazy animations this past year. Like, defensively, I don't know, I always dog this card for some reason. And then at number 9, I thought this was going to be a little low for Jaren. I thought he'd be a lot higher, but he's number 9. I think. Actually, I'm just gonna give you all the number 8 spot with the number 9 spot. We got Bob McAdoo. I want to go over both these guys. These guys literally are like the same card. Literally. I'm gonna compare both of them, and then you guys can tell me who you think's better. Because honestly, I don't know who is better. One day I might pick Jaren, one day I might pick Bob. I put Bob today because if you look at the stats, Bob is better literally everywhere. Defensively, rebounding-wise, dribbling-wise, driving to the rim-wise, everything. He's just better everywhere. So I think he's better. He is 1 inch shorter, and he has a 3 less wingspan, and he weighs less, which that's whatever. They literally have the same badges when it comes to totals. Bob is lacking the half shooting badges that Jaren got when it comes to Deadeye and Lemmy, and he doesn't have gold shifty or gold post fade, which you don't do post fade. So Bob does come with slippery off ball. Bob comes with half layup mixmaster, half lightning launch, he comes with gold ankle sass and hails for days, so he can dribble a little bit better. And he comes with half a movable on ball and gold challenger. He doesn't have half brick wall or half high fly like Jaren does. I do think Bob's just a better card when it comes to tendencies. I mean, they're whatever. But when it comes to this, they both have really good jump shots, both of them. I think Bob's is better. When it comes to fades, they both have normal, which isn't great. When it comes to dribbling, Bob can dribble a lot better than Jaren. And when it comes to dunk packages, I mean, Bob got default small layup package, which is actually a really big thing because he can really drive to the rim and make layups. Like, he can be like a scorer, kind of, which is kind of crazy. And he is the shortest guy on this list. And even though he is only 6'9", he's just too good, and I really do think he is better than Jaren. He's basically Jaren, just a little bit better. I have Vlade Divac number 7. I think this guy is ridiculously good. And again, he fits the double 7-footers meta, but he's probably the best shooting when it comes to like the taller 7-footers besides like maybe Yee and like Cat, but he plays the defense that they don't really play as much. Now, he still does need the badges, but he just has a better player build. He's a little bit taller. His jump shot is quicker. Basic fade. Again, he's not going to dribble, but his fade's basic, which I like basic fade over normal. And he can post up. He can cheese the paint. He can just cheese the paint a lot better than those guys. And he comes with basically the same speed as them. And this card just plays really, really good. And I'm just really high on this card. But I can understand some of y'all literally thinking he's better than him, or even KG, I guess, because you guys probably have him and just want to use him. Or even like Cat, you can maybe say is better. And I wouldn't say you're completely wrong. I do think you're wrong, but you can do whatever you want to do. I got Kareem, number 6. If y'all don't play comp, you probably think that's an awful pick. But when it comes to comp my team, again, double 7-footers, double bigs, run the game mode. And this card has like no badges, but he has the physicals, he has the defense, and he can glitch the paint. You need to add these defensive badges to him, these 3. You gotta add them. Well, you don't have to. I would add unpluckable, and I would add set shot or Deadeye. Add all those badges to him. His jump shot is very easy. It is a little it is on normal timing, but it is really easy. And again, you're not gonna shoot a lot of threes with him. Maybe shoot 1 3 game with him, if that. But he can he can knock down the occasional 3. But it's just he's a 7'2" power forward that can run up and down the court so well. Rebounds ridiculous, and he can glitch the paint. And that's what runs this game mode. And you can cheese the post hook, but who does post hooks in this game? But you can. I mean, it could be fun to run, I guess, but you're not gonna do that. But he just is this. He is, and I promise y'all, he is a top 10 power forward. It's just the way the game's ran. I think Wilt is just a little bit better than Kareem. You can argue that Kareem's better. I'm not going to say you're completely wrong because Kareem does have the better jump shot. But Wilt does have a little bit more badges. He does have the little bit faster, a little bit better stat-wise everywhere besides 3-ball. Again, you got to add these 4 to him. You got to add unpluckable. You definitely got to add set shot. Jump shot isn't the greatest, but you can hit it. And it's just, this card defensively is literally ridiculous. I mean, if we look at what are people going to say? Okay, whatever. Okay, you're smoking. Yeah. I don't know. These guys are bugging. But he is, again, if you run comp my team, if you do not have Embiid, Hakeem, Shaq, KP, or I guess that's actually it. Yeah, it's literally just those guys. They run this game. These guys all 7-footers run this game when it comes to comp. Again, fun my team. These aren't going to be the necessarily funnest cards, but they run the game mode. Now Giannis, if you run Giannis at the 4, you don't need to buy these guys. But if you have any Giannis card that can run small forward, get him, run him at the small forward, and then run another 7-footer next to him. Now, the shooting won't be the greatest. So if you run Giannis at the small forward, I would get a Vlade and have him run your 4 rather than like Wilt or Kareem. And then your bench could have the better like guys when it comes to Wilt and Kareem being on your bench. But I wouldn't pair Giannis necessarily with them. You can. The defense will be ridiculous. You're just going to have to make sure you can score where everyone else on the court and they can shoot a little bit better. Now at number 4 and 3, or 4 through 2, y'all can literally mix all these. Like these next spots, you can literally tell me Hakeem's here, and I won't say you're wrong. I won't say you're wrong. This is all preference. I think this Hakeem is really, 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 really good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the card at all. Literally nothing at all. He needs these badges to add to him. The jump shot's very easy. It's very nice. He can even move a little bit. I don't love the step back. But if he had like, I'm not gonna lie, if he had Brunson step back, he probably would be 2, just because he can snatch and shoot easy. I don't know, but like this card is ridiculous. He can cheese the paint. He's 7 foot, jump shot to money. He's ridiculous. If you have him, you are very lucky. Now at number 3, I have Shaq. The reason Shaq is higher, he is by far the best defensive power forward in this game. He's better than KP defensively, I think, and I'll explain why. He has the best player build out of any of the guys on this entire list. He is fast as hell. He's 325. He has that 68 3 ball. Okay, I guess, can I like, thank you. He has that 68 3 ball, which is a little but he has 99s basically across the board everywhere else. He's fast as hell. And again, his jump shot's not great, but you're going to shoot. Nah, you don't even have to shoot with him. You can literally just post up the other team's power forwards, and you can glitch the paint if you know how. You can literally basically force his standing dunk over them like every time. He gets contact dunks totally like every time. Card is ridiculous. He can actually dribble too, which is kind of dumb. Like he can literally move with the ball and dribble. Like it's kind of crazy. I've been trying to get Hidden Gem Opals to get this card because this card is basically the same as the Dark Matter. He just is lacking a little bit more badges. The stats are a little bit more different, and he can't shoot threes at all. But yeah, this card is number 3. And the only reason I don't have number 2 is because I do think Embiid's a little bit better. But I won't argue with you saying Shaq's better. I also won't argue with you if you say Hakeem's better. I won't argue with you if you have it like this. But I also think it's just this. Embiid's basically Hakeem. I think he's just a little bit better Hakeem. He just has the better shot in my opinion. But again, the shots are both really good. Embiid can dribble a little bit better. Better post. I think he has the better post fade, in my opinion. He has basic fade. I think Hakeem also has basic fade. He's missing no badges at all. Hakeem was missing some badges, but again, you can just add all the badges to everyone. But like, he's just basically perfect around the board. I think there's just nothing wrong with him. And he has hot zones everywhere. The card is just really, really, really good. And if you want to run the duo for some reason, I mean, you can get him if you put Hoff Interceptor, Hoff on ball, and Hoff break start on him. He'll get all those legend. But nah, this, and I guess what do the stats even get? +2 3 ball, 2 vertical, 3 standing dunk. Yeah, the stats don't matter. But I just think all around this card's just ridiculous. And the only reason he's not number 1 is because this guy exists, and this guy is not. I can't even put him. This is 100 overall Porzingis. This is 100 overall Porzingis. I can't even look at the card, bro. Like, can I actually not look at the card at all? Okay, I can. This card is this card. I mean, 99 everything. Every badge besides Pick Dodger. Can shoot over everybody, literally. Can move. I mean, I don't have to say anything. He's number 1. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this list. Again, this is the comp list, not the fun list. Because if we're going off the funnest cards, I know Wilt's not fun to use. Kareem's not fun to use. Like, Jaren's a lot funner to use than these guys, but these guys are just more effective when it comes to the meta of the game. Again, you are going to have to get down with having an inside at your 4, basically having inside bigs on your court. You're going to run 5 out. Just make sure you always have them being the screener. If you can't get down with the fact they can't shoot and people are going to play them, you can have them be your screener, and you can abuse the paint, and you can just all around they play the best defense. And you need to get rebounds, and this game is ran by offensive rebounding, even worse than last year. So double 7-footers is the wave, and having it inside, they just get the best defensive and rebounding, and even in the paint animations. So that's why Wilt is so high, Kareem's so high. I mean, you can ask basically any comp player, they all will say the same thing. And this is just speaking in comp levels of my team. You can go out with a Jokic, a Cat, a Tim Duncan, maybe KG, Jaren, Bob, Yee, Mobley. I mean, we can just look at other power forwards. Like, I'll just go over them real quick. Like, even let me go over this real quick. All right, boom. Where's the position? Boom, boom. We can even go like Giannis. If you are talking about like Giannis at the 4, I would have Giannis like 5. If you're running him at the 4, he's right behind all these guys, like Opal Giannis. Pascal doesn't make the list. He's just too short. Zion's too short and not great. AD is just too, like, you can run with him, you can have success, but you know. Şengün, underrated card. Vucevic, he's all right, not the greatest. Ben Wallace, too short. Marc Gasol, just not the greatest. Dwight Howard is okay, but he's a little too short. Dirk sucks. Kevin Love sucks. Alvin Hayes isn't the greatest. Patrick Ewing he's not awful. He's just lacking a lot of badges. And then now we're getting to guys like Pau Gasol, who's not great. Bob Pettit's underrated, I think, but he plays no defense. And then we're like DeMarcus Cousins, and then like if Nate Thurman could run the 4, he would be on this list, but he can't. So that's what we're going through. But you can run guys and have like success with them. It's just this is the comp list. Like even like Bob Netalicki, he's not the worst. Or Chris Bosh, he doesn't really play defense, but he's really fun offensively. I do think Dan Issel and Dave Cowens, they actually are some underrated hidden gems that I looked at, and I did want to try them out, but I haven't tried them out, and I'm not really familiar with them really as cards. Like, I'm not familiar with this Dave Cowens, how good he actually is, but I do think if I got him out of my hidden gem, I would have ran him over Jaren on my team just because I wanted to try him out, and I'd probably just cope by, using them. And same thing with Dan Issel. I think this card's really, really underrated too, and he honestly could be, you could say he's better than the other guys, but these are also hidden gems, so they're not like directly obtainable, so I don't even want to put them on my list. But Opal Shaq, obviously, he also would be he would be like right ahead of Wilt, just behind Hakeem. But yeah, y'all let me know if y'all agree with my list or if you disagree with my list. Again, it's the comp list, not the, I guess it's the correct list, but not the fun list. The fun list would be a lot different. Like Jokic would be at the top if you're talking about fun, because Jokic is a really, really fun card. I had him. Offensively, he's so fun, but he's just not. He doesn't really play defense that great. It's not awful. He does get some blocks, but he also is kind of soft. Like, he doesn't get the craziest boards, or like he just plays kind of soft. But yeah, y'all let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, follow Twitch. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Center list will be posted tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna see a lot of duplicate guys. But yeah, y'all let me know. Deuces.